Hey, Doug here, coming at you with the second of two rain jacket reviews. Last time we had a look at the Marmot Precip and the Frogg Toggs Ultralight 2. Now we're going to take a step up in quality and price and have a look at another Marmot, this time the Minimalist, and what I think is its closest contender, with one notable exception, the Outdoor Research Foray. So let's get to it. Now, let's say you've got a bit more money put aside. You want something that's going to be longer lasting, or something made with better materials, a little more breathable, a bit more functions. Personally, I went back to Marmot. I love Marmot. I have a lot of their stuff. I don't have any particular brand loyalty to Marmot. They don't pay me for this or anything. Marmot just keeps coming up on top for me. And these are not $900 jackets that are chained to the display at REI. This particular jacket is the Marmot Minimalist, and it comes in under $200, which is kind of a ceiling for me. I'm not going to spend more than $200 on a jacket because it is going to wear out after a couple of years. Even the top end ones don't function much better than the middle of the road ones for me when I'm backpacking. You know, if I was working a fishing boat off the coast of Alaska in December, yeah, maybe then I would kick down $800 or $900 on some super high-tech rain jacket. When you're backpacking and you've got that backpack on and all those straps and all that stuff on your back, you're going to sweat. You're going to get wet from sweat, or you're going to get wet from rain, and there is no magical fiber in the world, no matter what they tell you in the commercials, that's going to change that. If you want to step up your game above Frogg Togg level, but you're going to keep it in the under $200 range, which I would strongly recommend, let's have a look at the Marmot Minimalist. The zipper is a nice, large size YKK zip. It is not waterproof, it is water resistant, but like the Frogg Toggs, it is covered when it is on by a waterproof flap. The hood is completely adjustable. When you're zipped all the way up, these pull down around the top of the head. You've got the back adjustment to pull it back. You can pretty much seal this thing right to your face. Stiff brim, no hat needed. Let's talk pockets. You've got the standard Napoleon pocket. It's quite large. You can see where my fingers are. You can put a lot in there. Side pockets, pretty standard. The left side pocket stops about here at the bottom of the Napoleon pocket. The right hand goes all the way up to my collarbone. I don't really know what you would do. Maybe you have to stick an entire, log or a water bottle in there, but you've got this giant pocket in case you need it for something. These pockets zip, Velcro enclosure as well. No pockets on the inside. Standard Velcro cuff links. So this jacket seals up pretty nicely. You've also got a waist adjustment at the bottom, which you can pull to suck it down onto your waist if you like. The main thing that makes this jacket a bit more expensive is this stuff. Yep, that's Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex is lauded industry-wide as being a completely waterproof yet breathable material. The idea being that the pores in the material are just small enough that a full water drop won't get through, but the vapor created by the heat of your body can escape. I have literally hiked with this jacket completely on, completely sealed up, in about 80-degree weather at the tail end of a long, hot hike, just to see how it would do. It got a bit clammy, but to be perfectly honest, I was actually fairly comfortable. The Marmot Minimalist does come with pit zips. Someone might wonder, why would a Gore-Tex jacket have pit zips? Doesn't the Gore-Tex vent your moisture and heat for you? The answer is no, it does not, at least not as efficiently as a whole, okay? Again, I don't care how high-tech your material is, nothing vents heat and moisture faster than no material. The top layer feels very durable, it's comfortable. This is a solid jacket. The Minimalist is basically a better built, full Gore-Tex version of the Marmot Precip, which itself is one of the most popular hiking jackets on the market. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, if the Marmot Minimalist is so great, why would I look at any other jacket? Well, that's what I thought until I was watching some YouTube videos, a runner who was preparing for the Camino, and all of a sudden she pulls out this, the Outdoor Research rain jacket. Now this is the Foray jacket. The women's version is called something else, I don't remember. And it impressed me. You've got the Gore-Tex. You've got the fully articulated functional hood. You've got the Napoleon pocket. You've got the side pockets. Nothing else going on the inside there. The zipper, much like the Marmot Precip, is uncovered. It is a sealed zipper. All of them are on this jacket, so rain is not getting through here. It's basically the Marmot Minimalist, only made by Outdoor Research, right? So why in the world would you choose this jacket? It's not cheaper. In fact, typically the Foray costs more than In fact, the Foray typically costs more than the Marmot Minimalist. It doesn't weigh less. It's a teeny bit heavier. Now, that's just according to its description on the website. I can't really tell the difference. In fact, to me, the Marmot feels a little bit heavier. I think because maybe the outer material on the Minimalist feels a bit more substantial than the Foray. This is softer and more comfortable, but it doesn't feel quite as rugged as the Minimalist. So it may just be psychological. So why in the world would anybody buy this? Well, get ready. As with the Minimalist, the Foray has pit zips. Okay? Again, pretty standard feature. Better. I just lost 10 degrees, just like that. There's nothing like an actual vent to get rid of your heat. Now, watch this. The pit zips open up all the way to the bottom of the jacket. You want to talk venting, you're hiking along, it starts getting hot, fluff, 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 there goes the heat. But it doesn't stop there. The zipper on the Outdoor Foray is dual-sided. That's right, I can zip this jacket up. Let's go up to here, go to here. Ta-da! With the pit zip all the way down, I can actually open this up and literally have 3 pieces of fabric just kind of hanging off of me to keep me dry. Now, some reviewers have looked at this and gone, I don't really know what the point of that is. I mean, I get the whole venting thing, but why would you ever want to just have pieces of fabric hanging off your body? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because you might be backpacking. Okay, so the standard way that you would add a backpack to a rain suit is to put on the rain suit and put the backpack over it. All right, so you'd snap this across the front, snap the hip belt across the front. Where is it? Where is my hip belt? Ta-da! It's right there. By unzipping the pit zips all the way down on both sides, I've got a flap of material now that covers my body, covers a waist pack if I've got one on, covers my hip belt, and I'm completely covered from rain. Typically what you've got to do is put the backpack on and it goes over it, which means it's pinching off the whole bottom of the jacket. That's increased heat retention. And if you want to move the jacket around, if you need to get something under it, you've basically got to release the hip belt, or else you're not going to be able to get to the bottom of the jacket. Now your pockets are crushed. Look at this. I can get my hands right in my pockets, no problem. And as far as coverage goes, I'm still pretty good. I can do one of these things while I'm hiking. The heat goes away because of the venting, not waiting for the Gore-Tex to eventually let it out. Now, having said all of these wonderful things about the Outdoor Research Foray, there is one thing that fairly significantly concerns me, and that is the size of these zippers. They're YKK, they're good zippers, but they are very small. Between the size and the sealing on this zipper, it is not always very easy to operate. And my fear is that if I'm struggling with something in an air-conditioned, quiet room where no rain is falling on me and my gear isn't getting wet, I'm not getting wet, the wind isn't whipping through, what's it going to be like when I am in those conditions? Am I going to get out on the trail or on the Camino and that zipper is going to get stuck? Maybe I'm going to get frustrated and I run it and oh my gosh, the zipper's shot. I don't have any of those kinds of concerns with the Marmot Minimalist. It's a big, beefy zipper. It feels like you could just, if you barely get it aligned and just run that thing up, it's going to be okay. At least that's what it feels like. With this one, you've got to be very careful. What might have changed my mind is when I went back to the Precip to make this video, I noticed that sure enough, it's got a small sealed zipper, much like the Foray's. And I've used it for years with no problem whatsoever. So I'm wondering if maybe some of the stiffness and some of the difficulty is just caused by the nature of the zipper, that it's not actually a problem, it's not a malfunction, it's just something to have to be careful with. It is something I would definitely consider. However, if it works, I find this design to be groundbreaking for rain jackets. I have done hose tests with both jackets. They both beat up the water and it runs right off just fine. I haven't had a chance to go out and totally soak either one of these for hours. To be honest, the reviews are sketchy. The Foray seems to be either getting a 5 or getting a 1. A lot of people complain that it's not truly waterproof. The Minimalist has a few complaints like that, but the vast majority say yes, it's totally waterproof. One of my favorite gear reviewers who holds back nothing from his reviews, the Marmot Minimalist is the jacket he wears. It's one that he says is completely waterproof. Foray is kind of the new kid on the block, but I think it might be worth giving a shot. My name is Doug. Thank you so much for watching this. If this video has helped you, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel so you can follow along and click that bell so you can get notifications. If you've had experience with any of these jackets or any others that you think are great, I'd love to see those pop up in the comments. I've still got time to change my mind. If you can help me out, help the others out that are watching these videos, that would be fantastic. Buen Camino.